バイバイ。
遅れてごめん、二人とも。
それにみんなどうやってここに？
キキの花とコレットの鉱石のおかげ。
Wistoria Wand and Sword, episode 10. This episode was good. Everything from the 𝐒𝐚 and Lucius dynamic. I think his name's Lucius, right? Little blue boy. Yeah, everything from 𝐒𝐚 and the Lucius dynamic to, you know, Will and the elf dynamic that's going on, to Colette and Liana going on here, to the teachers Edward and Worknor going on here, to Rosti still coming in and sprinkling a little bit of that map sauce all over Will. This episode was just really, really, really well done. And it was so entertaining to watch. It was so fun. It was so cool at the end, introducing the villains with the headless dude, and him doing like the scribbling works, and him wearing a teacher's head and then popping it for no reason and asking for the kids' heads, and then Will coming in and saving Colette because of course our boy does. That is all really good stuff. Like, this episode was just really, really, really enjoyable. And I was like, this is how you do it. Like, this just felt like a 9 out of 10 episode. It was just really, really great. I was not gonna say I was on the edge of my seat, because that's kind of overselling it. I wasn't at the edge of my seat, but I was really in tune with it. While I was watching the episode, I was eating lunch today, and it was one of those moments, this is a but I had the fork and I was like, okay, maybe I wasn't shocked, but I had it was like, the food didn't go in my mouth. I was reading and watching, and it was just really, really good stuff. And you just have to commend them when they really, really nail an episode. This episode, we got to find out more about the elf dude, 𝐜𝐴𝐚𝐽𝐽. We got to find out more about him, and we also got to find out more about the elf queen. And apparently, the elf queen is actually, I think her name is Eleanor? I think her name's Eleanor. Don't quote me on that one. I might be effing that up. But we found out that basically it's a very similar story to Alfie and to Will, to where just like them two, right? Just like Altheria and just like Will, they grew up together. They kind of like committed to each other very early on at a very early age. So did 𝐜𝐴𝐚, and so did Eleanor, or whatever her name is, Eleanor. And, he took care of her. It was one of those days where he wanted to really be her protector and stuff. And at a younger age, she kind of got pulled away from him, and she kind of ended up becoming what she did, calling him a loser and this and this and that. But really, her real feelings may say otherwise. And for him, he's very much been working up just like Will, working up from the trenches, working up from being zero, working out from being worthless, trying to work himself back up to earn his way in the tower and earn his good graces from Eleanor, the girl that he loves and everything. And it was like, what a really cool story. What a really cool way to humanize this character, who obviously we saw there was already something there with this 𝐜𝐴𝐚 character, that he was definitely putting up some kind of front and stuff, but it definitely humanized him quite a bit, of just like, yeah, he's just like Will. He's a failure. He's this and that. And the whole time he's telling his story to Will, it's like, wow, you're preaching to the choir, bro. You want to talk about being the zero and being the non-hero and being the powerless and never giving up. Like, you're talking to the choir. So I definitely love that he was able to share with it. I loved Will's passion and his excitement when he was just like, I knew there was something that drew me to you, that you're just like me. And 𝐜𝐴𝐚 didn't take offense to that, and he just kind of really saw, in all those moments, he saw all the good inside of Will, of just him protecting him, and him basically saying, like, I won't give up. Like, we won't give up. I will be here. I won't die. I have a goal. I have something to accomplish. I have a person who I need to see. I have a person waiting for me. Like, I won't die. I need you. And he really, just the whole dynamic between him and Will, like, it really was really, really good. And I freaking loved it. And I thought they kicked ass as well, too. Then you transition to, like, the Colette and Liana. And I like how, Liana had her own backstory of like basically being left behind and, witnessing a girl like in Alferia, somebody coming in who's just like her and just as talented, or not as talented, but just as, like you're the same age and you should have like the same levels and stuff. But she came in and she was just so uber talented. She went and she became a Magia vendor and she just surpassed her. And she felt like, yeah, I'm just trash. I'm left behind. I'm the leftovers. And I really like the honest stuff. And I like how Colette was like, again, you're preaching to the choir. I've been watching somebody who is nothing but everything that you describe is not letting that hold him back. He's not letting that self-deprecation or anything. He's like going at it. And I think Liana needed that. Then you have the 𝐒𝐚, and man, I think this kid's name is Julius. I always forget the blue-haired kid's name. I thought I took a note somewhere. I think his name's Julius, but the ice kid. And I like how ever since he got his ass beat by Will, that he just changed his tone. He's suddenly a whole different character. Really, really enjoyable to watch. He kind of complains a lot, and he's just really, really funny. And 𝐒𝐚 got really serious. He was like, oh, Will, you embarrass me like nobody else. I'm never gonna blah, 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 blah. And he does. He's like Phoenix power, and like he fucking kicked ass. And it was just so cool to watch their dynamic together. Like these two dudes who just like, their shared bond is the fact that they got their ass whooped by Will. And I just really like it. I think Julius really needed that wake-up call. I think 𝐒𝐚 needed that wake-up call. And I think 𝐒𝐚, although he has a lot of hatred or, he projects it, I don't think he truly hates Will. He more hates himself for not being able to surpass the thing that he thinks he's better than, And it just happens to be Will in that case. But I think he really is trying to outgrow himself. And I think it's just really cool to see all those dynamics. And then at the end of it, they introduced the villains, and the villains' names are the hooded dude's name is Marzi, and then the one with no head, I have no idea. But that guy is the one who, he does a little, he does a little like, language in the air or whatever. And they ended up like calling some Duke something, some evil Duke thing, basically like a 215 or 200 plus point monster, some crazy monster that they're gonna have to come and fight in episode 11, and I assume even episode number 12. So the next couple episodes will probably get them overcoming, or something. We'll probably get them overcoming this next really big villain or really big enemy. And my guess, I'm not 100%, but my guess is somebody in this core party will either get gravely injured or die, just because this thing is like you need the Magia vendor to come, and like it's that powerful of a enemy, because the enemies that they were fighting were 11, 12, maybe like 15 points worth, and they were like giving them a run for their money. So you put something in 200 plus points, like, yeah, this is like Demon Lord status, you know what I mean? So my guess is someone's gonna get, lose a limb or die. So that's my guess. But we'll probably get that over the next couple episodes and them exiting said dungeon. And who knows what's going to happen from there on. But we only have 2 more episodes left. So anyways, I just want to say this episode was a 9 out of 10. This was a really, really good episode. I was really entertained. I was really into it. And I was like, the whole time, I thought this was really good. So yeah, Wistoria won this tour. I think this might have been maybe the second best episode of the season so far. Really good stuff. So let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Can't wait to see what your guys' thoughts were on today's episode. But yeah, I'll see you for the last couple episodes over the next couple of weeks. All right, my friends. Peace.